welcome to Little Cyclone Baseball. On the bump for the Ames Orange, number 4, Evan Gabrielson. And at the plate, number 13, Henry Clevenger. Here we go. Ooh, let's get that off there. Got a beautiful play from Jackson Meese to get things started for your Little Cyclones in the nightcap. Meese earlier tonight had 3 outs at shortstop, accounting for 20%. And gets the party started in this one. Strike from Evan Gabrielson. This is number 45, Zach Nag, which we will announce here momentarily. Zach Nag, your batter for Johnston. Thanks for following along with us tonight in the press box here with the Mixmaster worldwide leader in amazingness, Matt Burrell, as Zach Nag takes one in the helmet, and he will be awarded first base. Next up for Johnston, number 42, Trace Tecklenburg. Evan Gabrielson, your pitcher tonight. Let's meet your defense here for the Little Cyclones Varsity Reserve. Ball outside, throw down from Cale Dorn. Broden Gray. Broden Gray, offline just a bit there. Okay, Broden Gray at catcher, at first base. You got Finn the Barrel Burrell, second base. I don't think second base is Elliott Heights. Abram Lee at second, and actually I think at third base is Elliott Heights. Shortstop, Jackson Meese. The human box score, Seth Dorn, would like it to be known that there was a misprint in the Little Cyclones lineup. Left field, Cooper Caney. Center field, Nolan Castleberry. Right field, Rohan Searing. And Gabrielson here at the plate. On the mound, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, ball high to number 42 from Johnston. On the back of his jersey, they ran out of ink. Instead of it saying Tecklenburg, it says Tech. Stolen base by Zach Nag. He is on third. Ball outside. Two balls, 1 strike to Tecklenburg. And actually, he's going to walk to put runners on the corner. Little Cyclones lost in the opener, 10-0. Only had 1 hit, and that from Jackson Meese. Now batting number 25, Jack Stover. Jack Stover had a good game earlier. A double and a single. In fact, I think he represented Johnston's only extra base hit of the entire game. Ball high to Stover. Runners on the corner. Always want to be leery of the double steal. We'll see what Broden Gray has going with Abram Lee and Jackson Meese. Foul ball from Stover. Good looking hit there. Good looking swing, rather. Runner is going to go. Gray will go ahead and throw down, but it was short. On purpose? You think that was on purpose, Seth?
I think so.
Abram Lee came a good 3 feet in front of the base. I think they were just hoping to bait the runner on third, Zach Nag, into going home, but to no avail. So a stolen base for Tech. Back to action here. Jack Stover at the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. Wild pitch is going to get past Gray. And that will score Zach Nag. So back to action here. Gabrielson on the mound. Gabrielson, first time pitching on varsity reserve. Throws that one behind Stover, who is aboard. Now batting number 17, Isaiah Thompson. So back-to-back walks from Gabrielson. Runner is going to go. That one behind Thompson. And that one behind Thompson. So 2 runs in here for the Little Cyclones. This is Gabrielson's first pitching outing of the season. Unless he's pitched on JV2. Strike right down the middle there. Good looking pitch. So Isaiah Thompson looks a lot like, ooh, there's a rocket hit foul. Super nice Johnston coach went down to get the lineup. Servant-hearted, servant-minded kind of guy. 2 runs for Johnston. That ball is inside. And Thompson is going to walk. 3rd one in a row.
Tuesday's work. Storm gets its schedules. Put it up for your parents.
Oh, there you go. So we'll have a quick meeting on the mound here. Metcalf and Gabrielson. We'll take a quick break. Okay, back to action. Little meeting on the mound there for Coach Metcalf with Gabrielson. Score still 2-0. Stover on third, Thompson on first. Caleb Witchill at the plate. Ball gets away from Whitehill.
We'll help the parents.
Broden Gray, a nice play there at catcher. If you didn't see it, the ball had squirted away from him, but in a very controllable manner. And I've seen him do this before, but he will make it look like he was out of control to try to bait the runner into coming home. Unfortunately, the runner doesn't bite. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, top of the first. Johnston already up 2-0, picking up where they left off. That ball does get past Gray. And the runner from third will score. Johnston already getting a little rowdy over on their bench. That ball inside. And we got 3 balls and a strike. Gabrielson struggling early here. Good velocity. Walks the batter. Next up for the Dragons, number 54, Henry Witt. So 4 straight walks following a hit by pitch from Gabrielson. Runner for Johnston is going to go. Nice stop from Gray. Opts not to throw down. We don't talk about it enough, but the field looks great. Ames High coaching staff does a great job taking care of that. Raking the game in between every inning. And a balk administered by Gabrielson. That'll score run number 3. Actually, run number 4. Isaiah Thompson crosses the plate. So 4-0 your score with 2 outs here. Still in the top of the first. Strike called there. And back-to-back strikes by Gabrielson. Good job. And that's going to hit Bobby Witt in the shoulder.
And the next guy's jersey says cheap.
It's calling for number 30. Do we go with that? Let's see, 47. Yeah, there's not a 47 on their roster.
Yeah. So we just change him to 47 and hope he's the 47th?
Yeah.
And the name is cheap, or the thing in the back of his jersey says cheap. So I don't know that that's correct either.
Andrew Hansen. So we're going to have a pitching change here. We'll take a break. me? Okay, back to action. This is the barrel, Finn Burrell, on the mound. His varsity pitching debut. 4-0, top of the first. Rough outing for Gabrielson after getting the first batter out. Andrew Hansen, the batter here for the Johnston Dragons. We are joined in what is an ever increasingly popular press box suite, whatever you want to call it, as Burrell zooms one in for a strike there. We've got the worldwide leader in sports, Matt Burrell, the human box scorer, Seth Dorn, and now the one and only, the lovely Gwen Stefani Burrell. Future Madonna, future Marilyn Monroe, future Katy Perry, future Ariana Grande, future Tate McRae. Runners on second and third for Johnston, both in scoring position. Got a lefty on lefty battle. Ball gets away from Gray there. So no apparent change to the defense that I can tell. Abram Lee went to first. Cooper Caney in at second. And then that ball is going to be slapped right to Abram Lee. Lee takes the easy out at first, recognizing there wasn't a play at the plate, and run number 5 is going to score for Johnston. Now batting number 34, Grayson Meese. So Zach Nag, Trace Tecklenburg, Jack Stover, Isaiah Thompson, and Caleb Whitehill have all scored. Nice pitch from Burrell, probably best one of the night. Strike on the outside part of the plate. 5-0, top of the first. Grayson Meese up to bat. Beautiful curve from Burrell, just misses.
Look good!
We here at 4Camera Studios fully support celebratory parents. Strike from Burrell, and he's got 2 on Meese. So far, your defensive outs for the Little Cyclones: Jackson Meese, Abram Lee, and Burrell trying to join the party with a strikeout. First appearance of the season for Burrell on the bump. That was a beautiful pitch, and they didn't give it to him. Is this the same umpire? Or did they switch spots? Oh, man. Walk administered to Meese. Now batting number 28, Ben Campbell. So Burrell will face another lefty. Burrell, an oddity in that he hits left, throws right. And best pitch of the day there, in for a strike. Two outs, top of the first, 5-0, Dragons. Another strike from Burrell, outside part of the plate. He is way ahead in the count. Now he's got 4 pitches to mess around with. And Burrell's going to get the backwards K, and we will go to the bottom of the first. We'll take a short break. for Johnston, Aiden Layhart. Up to bat for your Little Cyclones, number 15, Cooper Kane. And here we go, bottom of one. Let's see if the Little Cyclones can get something cooking after a bit of a snooze fest in game one. Gwen, how many hits do you think the Little Cyclones had in game one?
2.
Close.
0.
1.
Oh.
Jackson Meese with your only poke. There's not something you see every day. A foul ball off the catcher's helmet that almost...
It cleared the net.
It cleared the net.
It cleared the press box.
That is impressive. Super. Okay, we're going to ask Mr. Burrell here. Is it just me, or does this kid have the weirdest release ever?
It's going to be a problem, yeah.
It feels like the ball is coming like off the top of his head. And Caney is down with a ground out. Now batting, number 18, Nolan Castleberry. Oh, look at us. Folks, I got to tell you, this is the most efficient press box on the planet. To my right, you have Seth, the human box score Dorn, running Game Changer. In case you're a numbers nerd and you don't have eyeballs and you don't want to watch the game on YouTube, you can just follow along on Game Changer like I do when I'm driving sometimes. To his left, my right, you have Gwen Stefani Burrell, one of the most talented young ladies in North America. To my left, you have my son, Crew, one of the taller second graders, now third graders, in the state of Iowa, as Castleberry fouls that one off. And to his left, the worldwide leader in sports, Matt Burrell, been here since 10:15 a.m. We're going for a record. Matt, have you ever been at the ballpark longer than 10 hours?
Yeah.
Okay. Marathon game?
Yeah.
Okay. Good at bat from Castleberry here. So yeah, I'm just sitting here in the middle of 4 super talented people as we try not to grow crow's feet in our eyeballs squinting into the sun, and a wicked, disgusting, ugly, impressive pitch by number 48, Aiden Layhart there from Johnston. I think that one dropped about 18 inches in the air. Now batting number 25, Elliott Heights. Strike to Heights. So Caney with the ground out, Castleberry with the strikeout. Elliott Heights here. Seth, did we say he is playing third base on defense, even though it says second base here? And Mice is at shortstop. Yeah. We're going to check and see if the temperature has dropped under 80 yet. Swing and a miss. From Heights, it has, 78 degrees. Matt, do you program your thermostats?
Yeah. One of them.
One of them. Okay.
Yeah.
Foul ball there by Heights. Do you let them go warmer in the day when you're not there and cool off at night to maximize your body's ability to sleep?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Ball high there to Heights. Good at bat here. I think this will be pitch 7. going to chop that one back to the pitcher. Good job running hard there. And we will go to the second. Top of the order for Johnston, number 13, Henry Clevenger. That was my shout out to Finn to let him know, like, bring your A game at the top of the lineup.
One or two girls just want to have fun. They say that may be pushing it too far.
I say go for it. Beautiful pitch from Burrell there. Foul ball. Burrell's got to be careful here. Clevenger started today 3 for 3. He has since cooled off, getting out his last 2 at-bats. But if Johnston, based on today's production, this has been their best hitter. And that is going to get over the left fielder's head. Bounce to the fence. Gabrielson, nice strong throw to third. And Hank Clevenger in with a double, his second of the day. Next up, number 45, Zach May. So a leadoff double to Hank Clevenger. Gray can't quite squeeze that one. Clevenger, speedy Gonzalez over there, as your leadoff batter should be. Double check your defense here. Abram Lee at first. Cooper Caney at second. Jackson Meese at short. Elliott Heights at third. Evan Gabrielson in left. Nolan Castleberry in center. Rohan Searing in right. Broden Gray behind the plate. In the barrel, Finn Burrell on the bump. hit at double for Clevenger. The first hit of the day for Johnston. And Burrell ahead in the count here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He should get to mess around and have a little fun, do what he wants to here. 3 chances to get 1 strike. Can he get strikeout 2? Not quite. That one's going to get past Gray, and Clevenger will score. So each of the top 6 batters in the lineup back to action. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And we'll go full count to build a little drama. 3 outs so far today. 1 by Burrell, 1 by Jackson Neese, and 1 by, there's a foul ball. I wrote down in my notes, AC.
You're talking about thermostat?
Right, still must be thinking about, Abram Lee. That is not a C, that is the letter L. And a good at bat from Zach Nag there, an 8-pitch at bat, and he gets a hit for the Dragons. Now batting number 42, Trace Tecklenburg. This, I should have said AL, not AC. Clearly, I've been thinking a lot about AC. That's going to get away from Broden Gray, and Zach Neig will roll down to second. So Ames High varsity baseball with a couple of wins last night, 10-0, 17-0. Your stat leaders so far, Leo Jensen, this would be for batters having more than 5 plate attempts. Leo Jensen batting .308 for the varsity. Good job to him. Jensen with the only one with 4 singles this year. Good looking pitch from Burrell there. Ruled the ball. Cullen Smith, your leader with doubles, 4 of them. 2 more than next best on the team. 3 boys with triples. Varsity still looking for their first home run this year. That's going to be a walk to Tecklenburg. Next up for Johnston, number 25, Jack Stover. So for Tecklenburg, that's his 2nd walk of the night. If this was 1993 Tim Hibbing Little League, the coach would say, "Come on, swing the bat." Still nobody out here. Top of 2. Good pitch from Burrell. Big swing from Stover. Stover with a double tonight and a single. That one behind Stover. Back to varsity stats. Runs leader, mentioned this earlier, Chris Williams with 7. There is a well-hit ball, and that is going to get past the 3rd baseman, Elliott Heights. He would have had a force out there at 3rd, but he can't quite squeeze the hard hit. Now batting number 17, Isaiah Thompson.
Hit or error?
I'd say hit.
Sounds good.
Someone just make the decision for us.
When it's,
It's hard hit.
I like it when it's hard hit. I haven't played baseball for 30 years, but it's scary when it's coming at you.
Oh, pick the mess up and you got the guy at third.
Yeah, give him some force.
Yeah.
It's still good. You hit it hard.
Is it true that the Matt Burrell 10U storm rule was it's never an error unless it goes through their legs, like croquet? That the croquet...
10U?
Yeah.
No.
Croquet scorekeeping?
It was 10U storm. If we were at bat, it was always a hit.
Yeah, there you go.
Everyone.
Nice pitch from Burrell there, a strike on the outside part of the plate. Let's talk some varsity pitching stats. Your pitch leader so far has Burrell in with a second strike. Eric Anderson, 229 pitches thrown. Jackson Kepley next with 176. Oh, that looked great. I thought that looked like more of a strike than the last two. Jackson.
High, yes, but looked pretty good.
Jackson Kepley leading Ames High Varsity with 20 strikeouts thrown. And that's going to be a pop-up to Abram Lee, who can't quite get there. One of the most enjoyable stats offered to us is strike percent. Among those pitchers who've thrown varsity, Nolan Castleberry leading, throwing strikes at a clip of 79%. And Burrell with strikeout number 2 on the day. Good job by him. Gets Thompson. Now batting number 2, Caleb Whitehill. So 1 out, top of the second. Bases juiced full of dragons. Gwen, do you know, like, the names of any famous dragons? There's Dragon from Shrek, and she just goes by Dragon. And Burrell, could he possibly get out of a bases-loaded, nobody out jam? Next up, number 54, Bobby Witt.
Junior? Senior.
Bobby, Ricky Bobby. So Burrell, here we go. This is getting fun. Might have had a little announcer jinx there.
Thanks, Tim.
That was an announcer jinx. Run is going to score there. Number 45, Zach Nag scores for his second time this game. Tecklenburg to third, Stover to second. Caleb Whitehill walked his first plate appearance. I'm sorry, Bobby Henry was hit by a pitch, his first plate appearance. This was not the guy that was hit in the head. Can't remember where he was hit. Ballparking that fastball from Burrell to be at 75 miles an hour. Sounded good in the Wilson 2000. I don't know what that timeout was about there.
Strike 3 and third run out.
I don't know. This is interesting. The first base coach is standing Like, imagine a pastor at church is just standing over on the right side of the stage. That's where the first base coach is standing right now. I suppose he doesn't. I mean, Burrell's a big boy. Maybe the runner on third can't see around him. Can't see the first base coach. So he's got to go stand. Right. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And we'll do it again. Really nice haircut for Broden Gray. I don't know about you, but I wonder who cuts his hair.
Why? Because we can see it sticking out his helmet.
Well, just when he takes it off because there's a foul ball, it's like, oh, that's a nice haircut. So we'll do it again. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Burrell looking for strikeout 3. First base open. Not a ton of pressure here. So Bobby Witt will walk. And this will bring up Andrew Hansen. Now batting number 47, Andrew Hansen. So now's where, if we want to win the game, we need to stop him. Bases juiced. Ball high. Might not be in the cards for us tonight, but if we want to win, we got to stop him here. Good stop by Broden Gray there. Burrell led his freshman football team at the linebacker spot this last fall. 29 tackles in 9 games. Behind in the count here, 3-0. Now's when we need to look at the Johnston third base coach, see if he's giving a sign to take, and then we can file that away and assume that's what the varsity gives their batters so that when we meet them in state again, we can steal their sign. There's a strike. Burrell has seemingly had an easier time with the right-handed batters tonight, which is not usually the case. Usually it's easier.
The left-handed batters or the right-handed?
I felt like he's struggled more with the lefties. And a nice battle back by Burrell here, down 3-0. He's battled back with 2 straight strikes. That would have been a major bummer if that was fair. Picture perfect night, 78 degrees, no wind. And I'm here in the press box with my 4 best friends. Ah, darn it. Just an inch outside. Now batting number 34, Grayson Meese. So we'll have a quick meeting at the mound here. The question is, will Gwen play a song?
Am I allowed to?
Yep.
For Varsity Reserve, you are allowed to. plate, number 34, Grayson Meese. Nice wheels there by the third base coach. Seems like running is not uneasy for him. Burrell with a bit of an overthrow there. Nice block by Gray. 8-0 your score. The Dragons with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Feels like 4 safeties.
And that one a bit inside. Well, the great news is that Johnston is getting their money's worth in the equipment purchase department. That'll be a hit by pitch. Bases stay loaded. Now batting number 28, Ben Campbell. So unfortunately, that batter that was just hit by pitch, that was one of Finn's 2 strikeouts tonight. I might be wrong about that. I need to figure out what happened to Ben Campbell on his first at bat. I think Finn struck out the last batter of the first inning. So I was probably...
That was Campbell.
Okay, so this is the guy that Finn struck out.
No. Oh, sorry, I don't know. Campbell. Meese walked.
Meese walked. Okay. So Meese is 0 for 0 tonight with 1,000% on base. So Ben Campbell, your batter here. 1 strike, 2 balls. Make that 2 strikes. Can Burrell strike out Ben again? Your defensive outs tonight. Broden Gray with 1. Abram Lee with 1. Jackson Meese with 1. Burrell wanting to single-handedly double them up. And he does! Strikes him out for the second time tonight. Burrell has Ben's number. We will go to the bottom of the second. for your little Cyclones, number 2, Abram Lee.
Make sure you push the keys, because if this goes off the screen, it will turn it off immediately.
All right, Abram Lee up to bat. Did I just say number 2? Hopefully I didn't. So wicked looking delivery there by number 41 on the Dragons. His name, Brody Dyan. 1 ball, 1 strike to Lee. On deck, Jackson Meese. Lee is going to pop that one up, and that's going to get past the right fielder. Lee will dig for 2, and he is going to be thrown out at second. So Ames's bid at a leadoff base runner is foiled. Now batting number 9, Jackson Meese. So what do we call that, Seth? A single with a throw out? Meese with your only hit of the game earlier. Also has 4 defensive outs tonight. If there's one thing I know about Johnston, it's that the stable is always full. Two strikes here to Meese. On deck, number 23, Broden Gray. Meese looks at one high there. Ball high and away. Hate to be a 43-year-old man, but this is absolutely picture-perfect weather. No humidity. Ball low as Meese started off seeing 3 strikes. Now he's seen 3 walks. No, 3 balls, rather. Full count. And he'll foul that one off. We'll do it again. Meese getting ready for pitch number 8. Great job by him. Gwen Burrell just got back from the world's fastest trip to the concession stand in the history of humanity.
I told you to go fast.
And Meese with a fantastic 8-pitch walk.
Thank you.
The only thing bad about that is now I'm disappointed Abram Lee's not out there. Now batting number 23, Michael Broden Gray. We got a smile out of Broden's dad for that. So Meese having a good night at the plate here. Single and a walk, his last 2 at bats. Broden Gray, earlier tonight, didn't just hit one 315 feet. What would you say, Matt? Was that 325?
It was well over the fence.
Well
no
over
doubt.
the fence. And Broden Gray does something. Seth, do you think that was on purpose there, that he let his bat kind of hang over the plate to obstruct the throw from the catcher? Is there an assist statistic you can put in the Game Changer? Meese with the stolen base, assist to Gray. Swing and a miss there. My counterpart in the booth here, Crew Hibbing, noticed that the second baseman made a very savvy play there, that he fake tagged Jackson Meese. The benefit to doing that is that Meese doesn't get it in his head that he should advance to third. Now, he probably wouldn't have ever advanced to third because the catcher was just standing there with the ball, but had the ball got past the catcher and it been a possibility for Meese to advance to third, that's a very savvy play that the second baseman did to fake the tag because it slows down the runner. So Broden Gray, does he really not have any balls thrown to him? Wow. feel like it's been 4 or 5 strikes.
I mean, this is just one.
Okay. Still,
I don't know if I'm right or not.
he's fouled a couple off. And Gray,
That works too.
hit by pitch, hangs in there. And this will bring up Evan Gabrielson. Yes.
Courtesy when we're supposed to be.
Now batting number 4, Evan Gabrielson.
Chris supposed to be ready?
I would sure think so. Yeah, no.
Maybe you're showing him different.
I have him signed.
Gabrielson is supposed to be there.
And that passed ball is going to score Jackson Meese and the Little Cyclones with their first run since 5 p.m. Could have been 2 if Abram wouldn't have got greedy. But you gotta love
Aggressive base running.
aggressive base running, especially when you're down 9-0.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss by Gabrielson.
I think Gabrielson, he's supposed, you know, like, broken or something, with broken Cray. He just added. I think Gabrielson is supposed to be at their equipment.
That was last game.
Oh.
This is the current game. Pitch outside there. On deck, we'll have a pitcher versus pitcher battle. Let's ask, well, we'll wait until he's up to bat. It'll be a lefty versus lefty battle. Nice pitch there. Gabrielson, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of 2, 9-1. Your score. Still, Johnston only has 2 more hits than we do. And Gabrielson down on strikes. Now batting for the Little Cyclones, pitcher versus pitcher, Finn Burrell. So we'll go to Gwen here. Gwen, does your brother like facing left-handed pitchers?
He doesn't talk to me about stuff like that.
Oh,
It's hard enough to get him to talk to me about this.
Broden Gray advances to third on the passed ball. On deck for the Little Cyclones, Rohan Searing. Burrell going to hit one down the third base line, fielded cleanly. Not a great throw to first base, and that's going to allow Burrell to advance to second. And Ames has their second run of the night.
He deserves nosy. He doesn't even know I'm coming.
I agree with you.
He probably did too.
We're counting it in there.
I told Gwen she'd make her brother mad enough.
But you backed her on it.
So he doesn't know I'm here.
And then he doesn't get the RBI either, right?
Double anger. Again, somebody else makes the roll call.
That's right. That's true. We're just giving the millions and millions of fans at home a little bit of an insight what's going on. Rohan Searing, the batter for Ames. So Searing takes strike 1. Now ball 1. Burrell hit that one down the third base line. Made it all the way to second. Meanwhile, Broden Gray scored run number 2. Searing swing and a miss. Two strikes here in the bottom of the second. Searing is able to put it in play. That'll be a tough play for the pitcher, but yet again, the first baseman not able to squeeze that, and Burrell is going to score, and Searing does what Burrell did, get aboard via an error. Now batting for the Little Cyclones, number 15, Cooper Caney. So Burrell with a run, as my old baseball coach used to say, help your own cause. Caney a little late on that swing. Good job by Rohan there with that at bat. You could kind of see him with two strikes. You just got to get the bat on the ball. Let what happens happen. Like my father-in-law always used to say in golf, just let the equipment do the work. Sometimes just good stuff happens, you know? You just go out on the stage and do the best you can, Gwen. Just open your mouth, say stuff. People will laugh, they'll applaud. I just used the past tense of the word applaud in a singular sentence. Caney's going to pop that one up now. The Tim Hibbing law of baseball is nobody catches it in foul territory. I tried to jinx him there. Didn't work. We'll go to the third.
Be the narrator for the play on Peter Johnston.
Let's go live. And who do we got here? 37. Where am I at? Is this a new dude? Philip Paulin.
Yeah.
Now batting for Johnston, Philip Paulin. Okay, here we go. Top of three, new pitcher in for the Cyclones, Colton Hibbing. Johnston leads 9-3. Let's check your defense. Right field. Well, we'll go in order of the numbers here. And Hibbing with a strike on the outside part of the plate. Hibbing at pitch. Broden Gray at catcher. First baseman, Abram Lee with an out today. Second baseman, Cooper Keeney. Third baseman, Elliott Heights. And shortstop, Jackson Meese, who's gotten out today. In left field, Evan Gabrielson. Center field, Nolan Castleberry. And right field, Rohan Searing. Ball 2. As Hibbing tries to paint the plate. And Hibbing with a strikeout of Pollen. Now batting number 45, Zach Nag. So we're going to say, so Philip Pollen is the new leadoff batter. They finally took that Hank Clevenger out after going 4 for 6 tonight with 2 doubles. They finally said, enough of that, put in Phil Pollen. We turn to my associate here, Crew, with a question.
Do you think this game might be 2 hours long?
Yeah, we're starting to think about bedtime and
No.
whether or not, pitch on the inside there. My 8-year-old son would really like to go to bed by 9 o'clock, maybe 8:45.
No.
There's a well-hit ball over Evan Gabrielson's head. And Zach Nag, he's going to dig for 3. And some nifty wheels from Nag. Jackson Meese didn't know the runner was going 3, so he was a little slow in the relay there. So this will bring up number 42, Trace Tecklenburg. It's a much easier thing to just call him Tech, but I feel like that's a little informal for what the public address calls for. This is true. Foul ball by Tecklenburg. So Johnston giving Clevenger the rest of the night off, but not returning the favor to batters 2, 3, 4. There's a ball on the outside part of the plate. Me and Matt Burrell always say we don't mind a bad umpire as long as he's squatting, showing effort, and a consistent strike zone. Ball inside there, 2-1, the count to Tecklenburg. We're in the top of the third, Tuesday, June 2, 8:13 p.m., Ames, Iowa. There is a foul ball, and Elliott Heights is going to get under that for out number 2. And Hibbing is flirting with Ames's first scoreless inning. Now batting number 25, Jack Stover.
Jinx it again.
Stover.
Did we not just learn that?
Stover has had a good night tonight. A double, a single, another single. And that one is mercifully foul as well. But in the end, Hibbing ahead in the count as Burrell, his buddy, goes to get the foul ball.
I love how they all hang their heads and sulk back after a foul ball. Like they all are.
That might be the best thing they're going to do.
well hit ball right in the gap. As second baseman Cooper Caney made a valiant effort to try to track down what would have been catch of the year, a single by Stover. Now batting number 17, Isaiah Thompson. So 1 run scores. That runner on first, Jack Stover, having himself a 4-hit night. Same as Clevenger. Isaiah Thompson, batter here, struck out his last at bat. Looks at a strike there. NBA Finals start tomorrow night. Hold on here, Gwen. Cooper Stanton in to run for Stover. Stanton for Stover. Gwen, what were you going to ask?
There's the mayor or the governor in New York. I think it's probably a mayor in a smaller town. Signed a thing that deletes dead time so that the kids can stay up to watch the NBA Finals for just the final games.
That is awesome.
And there was a whole bunch of kids in his office and everything.
Every time I am with Gwen Stefani in the press box, I learn something. I didn't know the mayor of New York did that. Last time I was here, I learned that every time we use ChatGPT, it kills a polar bear.
No, it just warms the earth because it releases carbon dioxide that accounts to greenhouse gases.
I've heard this.
To climate change.
I've heard these things. So what do we got here for outs this inning? We have 2.
Strikeout, pop out.
Elliott Heights had the 1, and then Colton had a strikeout. All right. So 6 different little Cyclones have had defensive outs here this game. And that looked really close. Isaiah Thompson trying not to strike out back-to-back at-bats here. And Hibbing a little nervous about the base runner on first, paying a lot of attention to Cooper Stanton. Hits Isaiah Thompson. Now batting Caleb Whitehill. So Whitehill has walked and flown out. Still looking for his first hit of the night. You know, these catchers get earpieces, is that right, Seth? Like at the varsity level?
I don't know if they do it for this or not.
I saw it when I was getting the roster lineup for Johnston. There was a guy.
I saw one that just had an AirPod.
Yeah, I think Kepley has an AirPod. Sometimes I wonder if the pitcher should get one so he kind of knows what the batter has done. I suppose he gets briefed in the dugout, but after about three batters, that's hard to remember. Ball low. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Baseball is a finicky sport. You can be a strike away sometimes from getting out of an inning, and then you look up 30 minutes later and they've scored a gazillion runs. There's a strike from Hibbing. 10-3 your score here. Top of the 3rd. That'll be a ball, so 3-1. That's going to be a pop-up. Abram Lee flies in for the catch. And Johnston scores just 1 run that inning. And we'll go to the bottom of
With the new pitcher, though, he deserves his eighth.
Oh, yeah. Now batting for Ames, Nolan Castleberry. Okay, here we go. Bottom of 3. I'm enjoying this part of my life. I'm starting to recognize these boys. I don't have to rely on the sheet of paper. I feel like they're family.
I still don't know what half of them look like, and I go to their school.
You know, Gwen, you bring up a great point. This is why they say if you wanted to make the argument that the NBA is the best professional sport, it's because they don't cover their faces and they're within 5 feet of you.
Yeah, because they land on top of you. Athletes.
Yep.
They're also just the best athletes.
I think so too.
Normal people that are 6'8" can't do those things.
Totally agree. It's a little bit of a DNA lottery, which, takes something away for me.
But it should make it like those people are not
Even more impressive.
the 1% of 1% of 1%.
Well, the one thing that I think about with the NBA is like to run up and down, start, go for 42 to 48 minutes.
That's why I don't like basketball, because it's literally just them running back and forth the whole entire time.
That's why I don't like soccer. Castleberry is going to walk on 4 pitches, and Ames has a leadoff base runner. Now up number 25, Elliott Heights.
People that tall shooting three-pointers at that percentage.
That's crazy. Yeah. One of me and Matt Burrell's goals in filming these games and offering commentary is to make everybody out there a bigger NBA fan.
It's my favorite.
Hey, we're going to have a new champion for the 8th year in a row, which is the first time that's happened ever?
Because of their salary cap change.
8 years in a row, the different champion? Yeah.
For a while, you could do the 3 superstars and
Right.
they made it so that it's financially not viable.
Right.
That is guaranteed. They're going to have a new champion.
Yeah, because the Knicks and Spurs haven't won in over 8 years.
Yep.
And then meanwhile, women's softball is having the total opposite effect, which is the first ever repeat. Texas Tech and Texas.
Texas won last year.
Correct.
Oh, geez.
Some very aggressive base running there by Nolan Castleberry. Now, what's going to be interesting, I think Ames smells a little blood in the water here. Johnston going down the row with their pitchers. We've gone up against, we had gone up against 6 innings of Johnston pitchers, scored 0 runs, now 3. Now we have 2 base runners.
A lot of lefties, though.
Now batting number 3, Abram Lee. So Abram Lee, 1 for 1 tonight. Technically. In fact, Lee has our only hit of the night. On deck, Jackson Meese.
Keep getting them in field. Fall on my tree.
The turn it on or what?
Yeah.
So, Gwen, do you know the names of any dragons?
I was thinking, no.
Does Pikachu count?
Don't ask me about Pokemon.
Puff? The magic dragon.
Magic Dragon?
Right, how could I forget?
The only dragon I know is like the one from the reading game.
Pikachu is not.
Okay.
Charizard might.
Charizard, that's what I was thinking of. Ball in the dirt there, and Abram Lee is going to get a 4-pitch walk.
See, all of like the dragons I know are like close.
Next up, number 9, Jackson Meese.
You should know all the Game of Thrones dragons.
I've never read Game of Thrones.
I know one. One's named Quinn.
Quinn?
Yeah. Bro, I remember
Now batting number 9, Jackson Meese. Okay, we're back on. Hot mic, bottom of 3. Phil Cyclones trail 10-3. The tying run is in the triple hole right now. I mean, a grand slam, 2 walks, and a home run, and we got a tie game.
Stop jinxing it.
I can't help it, Gwen. And Nolan Castleberry scores for Ames, making it 10-4, good buddy. And of slightly lesser significance, takes away the force at home. Ames has not seen a strike. Did he swing at that?
First one was a called strike.
Oh, okay. Okay. So more runs are scoring here. Abram Lee at third. It's 10-5. And Meese, who's having a really good game, is going to keep the good game going. Next up, number 23, Broden Gray.
See, now the time run's only in the double hole.
Double hole, that's right. Jackson Meese, wow. 2 for 2 his last 3 at-bats. Sprinkle a walk in there. He's having himself a day. Broden, that ball is going to get away. Good decision by Meese not to go to third. Seth, do you agree with the baseball philosophy, never make a first or third out at third base?
Yeah.
Okay. So Meese just obeyed that law. Castleberry scored. Heights scored. Lee scored. Broden Gray hit by pitch earlier. And Gray getting his steps in there. So Meese over to third. Ames with back-to-back innings with 3 runs. The difference in this inning is the party's not over. And Broden Gray aboard for the second time. And we will have another meeting at the mound.
He's just done.
Usually that second meeting means you're done. for the Little Cyclones. Number 4, Evan Gabrielson. On the bump for Johnston, Trace Tecklenburg. Oh. Okay. Is this, we're back live here, bottom of the third. Johnston 10, Ames 6. Talking with the worldwide leader in sports, Matt Burrell here. Is this the most baseball games in a single week all year between JV2, JV1, Varsity Reserve, and Varsity?
Yeah, I think it's got to be. I mean, there's JV2's got 4 doubleheaders.
Nice wheels there from Jackson Neese. Pretty fast fella. Meese comes in to score, makes it 7. So now the tying run is on deck. Finn Burrell.
Varsity has 2 doubleheaders plus a Boone single.
Baseball behind the umpire.
So the Varsity doubleheader is tomorrow night, 5 and 7.
Last night and tomorrow night.
And
Colton also.
there's a nice pitch from Tecklenburg.
Colton has 12 games this weekend. Or he did.
3 doubleheaders plus a single game against Boone.
Wowzers.
And Colton.
It's Major Leaguer's life. Gabrielson walks. And that'll bring up the barrel. Finn Burrell. Now batting number 22, Finn Burrell. Hey, somebody just called him the barrel.
Hey,
That's
they're
me.
listening to you.
That's me. I get credit. I get paid $1 royalty every time that happens.
Oh yeah, by who?
The concession stand.
Oh, do they know this?
Not
yet.
Not yet.
Dad.
Well, if anyone calls me Stefani, I'll credit you.
Okay. Yes.
Dad, this is, but also.
Oh,
this
nice.
Is one of
Nice
this is
jump
one of the
there
triple-
by number 23, Broden Gray. Very nice jump. What's your question?
This is one of the 12 games Colton has.
Yeah, there are a lot of games this week.
This weekend.
In case there's any moms or grandmas out there listening, you would be interested to know that my son legitimately has 17 jerseys this year. We have lined them up, we have counted them, we've utilized simple arithmetic. 17 as in the number after 16, the jerseys. So Ames was down 7-0 going into the bottom of the second. They've now battled back to make it 10-7. Burrell walks after Gabrielson was walked. And Broden Gray was walked. You might have heard of a block party. What about a walk party? Now batting number 20, Rohan Siri.
Tim, I want to know what goes through your head.
It's a combination of dad jokes and talking to myself.
Practice.
Yes.
Practice in the shower. Or just talking to yourself with baseball stuff.
My dad, he also he goes to my sister's softball games.
It's true.
And he has this little, he does what he's doing right now, not in the press box. He has a little
Like what he did
Right.
with Storm.
Yeah. I got
Yeah.
kicked off the field for the first time last week.
Wow.
Yeah, some cranky pants from the other team said, he can't be out there. So I had to go
When
hang.
you went in between innings to go talk to people.
So I had to go hang over the fence. Yeah, they didn't like me.
Where's your media credentials?
I needed some media credentials. Okay,
make
so
you sign them,
then,
don't forget it.
at the end of this game, tell me what you guys think about this. So this other team, they beat our 11U softball team, and this is after, complaining about me being on the field filming, and they proceed to shake hands and then go line up at our dugout and make a tunnel and clap, "We are proud of you, we are proud of you," and reshake our losing hands on the way back into the dugout. Now, is that classy or tacky?
Tacky.
Don't like that at all.
I thought that was tacky. Yeah. So a weird game.
That game, that was one of, like, I bet the whole team could admit that was their worst game.
Nice job by the catcher there to squeeze that one as Syrian goes down on strikes. Now batting number 15, Cooper Caney. Man, I hope I'm saying his name right. Nobody's yelled at me. That's the key.
Maybe they don't know you can, like, yell at you.
And yeah, I think that's tactic.
Oh boy. Oh boy. We need to pounce now. 10-7, 1 out, bases juiced, full of little cyclones. Back-to-back strikes from Tech. Finn Burrell doing his patented hand clapping at first base to try to distract the pitcher. Gwen, I don't know about you, but I'm so glad that Finn has that sliding mitt on his hand.
I think it probably makes him more confident.
I mean,
So, me too.
if one
and
of
it
his...
makes his claps louder.
This is true. Ooh, where was that one? It did bounce. Okay. Ball in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bottom of 3, sun setting, lights just came on. Ames Community School District's electrical bill starting to go up. Caney calls time.
I do think that's a baseball out there now, and
I think it's one of the umpire pockets.
I think you're right. We could have a little Rookie of the Year situation where the pitcher trips on it and ball high. Oh, Broden. And Broden Gray at third base puts his hands on his helmet so as to say, darn it, I wasn't ready. Gray, as good of an instinctive base runner as there is. Man, oh man, that would have been nice if he could have squirted home. Take away the force. Johnston Dragons, may the force not be with you. Full count, 1 out. Payoff pitch, beautiful hit, roped foul.
Yeah, that's it.
On deck, number 18, Nolan Castleberry. Special thanks to Abram Lee for tracking down that foul ball. You would think the infield, beautiful hit, and let it drop. Oh, man, great play by the left fielder in Johnston. Now batting number 18, Nolan Castleberry. Great play by the left fielder there from Johnston, and I dare say great base running by Broden Gray to not get doubled up there. A grand slam here by Castleberry, and Ames will take the lead. Okay, we need to reverse jinx it, is what we need to do.
How do you do that?
An out here by Castleberry, and Ames will stay behind by 3.
Thanks.
There's your reverse jinx. A strikeout here by Johnston, and he will feel good about himself.
It's working.
Foul ball by Castleberry. Ames Little Cyclones have progressively scored more runs every inning so far this game.
Do that thing you were doing earlier where you guys just keep on
Bummer, a nice hard hit ball right at the pitcher. And Tecklenburg comes in and gets, did he get all 3 outs there? Yeah, he struck. He came in with nobody out, bases loaded, and got out of the inning. We'll go to the 4th. Nice we go. Top of 4. Johnston leads 10-7. Johnston with a touchdown and a field goal. Ames with just a touchdown so far. We finally got a sensible scoreboard. Johnston with 3 more runs, 3 more hits. That just makes sense. Again, special thanks to Gwen Stefani Burrell here working the scoreboard and the sound system. Seth, the human box scorer, Dorn. Crew Hibbing and Matt Burrell also in the press box with us here tonight on a beautiful Tuesday night in central Iowa. Hibbing back on the bump for the Little Cyclones. Behind in the count, 3-0. Let's double check your defense. You got Rohan Searing in right, Nolan Castleberry in center, Evan Gabrielson in left. At third, Elliott Heights. Shortstop Jackson Meese. Second base Cooper Caney. First base Abram Lee. Colton Hibbing on the mound. Broden Gray at catcher. Now batting number 47, Andrew Hansen. We have a timeout being called here as Finn Burrell is not cleaning up his room. So leadoff batter aboard for Johnston. Do not underestimate the nuisance that is to a pitcher. 9 outs so far tonight. 6 Little Cyclones in on the action. Burrell, your leader, with 3. Abram Lee with 2. Trying to read my own notes here. Who would have initials EH? Elliott Heights, Colton Hibbing, Broden Gray, and Jackson Meese, each with 1. Pickoff attempt unsuccessful.
Not a good game changer. I don't mark those.
Hibbing did lead his Storm team with successful pickoff attempts. But in other news, the 40-year-old dads would stand behind and complain about how unproductive they are.
Our guys just like to throw it into the outfield.
It's like marketing. You don't know it's working, you just know you got to do it. Such are pickoff moves. There's a changeup thrown by Hibbing, hit foul. On deck for Johnston, Grayson Meese. Not spelled the same as our Jackson Meese. M-E-I-S, M-E-A-S-E. Hitting ahead in the count here, 2 strikes, 1 ball. Nice chance to mess with things. Not a big lead by the runner on first. And hitting with the strikeout of Andrew Hansen. Next up for Johnston, number 34, Grayson Meese. Meese has had an interesting night at the plate. A strikeout and a hit by pitch. He's one of 2 Johnston batters to get plunked in the helmet. Wearing the number of my favorite baseball player ever, number 34, Kirby Puckett.
Why is he your favorite?
Just a kid, Gwen, and there's Hibbing's best pitch of the night.
I mean, my favorite baseball player is just because I think he's cute. So
Who is it?
Jackson Holiday.
Jackson Holiday. I'm just impressed you have a favorite baseball player.
I know a lot about baseball. Don't you?
I am not surprised. All Burrells are very smart.
But he was out like this whole season so far.
ever told you the number one lesson in life I learned from Finn?
Oh, I don't want to know.
Are you sure?
What is it?
It's that if given the choice between going out for dinner at 7 o'clock or 10 o'clock, you should probably do the 7 o'clock because the later in the day, the more tired the workers are and the less quality the food might be.
Is that actually what he said?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Well, I'm putting it in a positive light since we're on air right now. I've learned a lot about life from Finn.
Hey, I love Finn. I'd probably claim him as my brother. Just not what he says.
In case you didn't know, Finn and Gwen are the children of Matt and Becky. Becky, a legend in the Storm Mothers category.
And her wolf whistles. Her ow, ow, ows.
And in case you didn't know it, Gwen and Finn are twins. Who was born first?
I was.
Gwen was born
16
first.
minutes.
16 minutes. Best 16 minutes for life. That's what they say about when you buy a boat. The 2 happiest days of being a boat owner are the day you buy it and the day you sell it.
Dad, what's the NEAS in please?
Yeah. Yep.
I was like looking at it, but I was making sure so many times.
Oh, come on.
Wait, I didn't. Okay.
The batter there, we'll just move on here. Number 28, Ben Campbell. So Campbell at the plate here. He has struck out twice tonight. And Grayson Meese, that hit by pitch was a back-to-backer for him. That one's going to get past Broden Gray. Runners advance to second and third. This would be a fun stat to look up. Let's check and see who is leading the Ames High Varsity with hit by pitch. If we have anybody in that category. Oh, we do. Jackson Kepley 3 times. He's been hit by pitch.
Do you remember my hit by pitch trophy I made last
Yeah, I
year?
do remember that. We should get Jackson a hit by pitch trophy. There's a strike from Hibbing.
Wait, how much did he get?
That'd be, I was going to say, that'd be a fun stat for a game changer.
He got 5, and one of them was in his head, and it took his helmet.
Wait, Finn?
No, the person who got the trophy. Finn only got like 3.
Another strike from Hibbing there.
I thought you said you got the trophy.
I made it.
Oh.
Hibbing ahead in the count, 2 strikes, 1 ball. Your leader in all Ames baseball right now, hit by pitch 5 times. Initials CW. Chris Williams. That's how he scored 15 runs, Matt.
You could also say Colton.
He also was the first runner.
And you could say Colton as well.
Oh, this is true. You could do that. You could say Colton Walter as well, but then everybody would know his middle name, and we don't want to put that out on the air.
As you say it anyway.
Because then people will know it's my middle name, too, and that'd be really embarrassing.
Is your name Tim or Timothy?
Wait, am I live?
Yeah, yes.
And hitting with the strikeout as showers of encouragement rain down from Finn Burrell in the dugout. Finn is using his half. Ooh, is Clevenger coming back up?
Yeah, re-entry.
Henry Clevenger back in for Johnston. That was my subtle way of telling the Ames coaches and the Ames defense that this guy who's 4 for 6 tonight is back at the plate. 2 outs for the Little Cyclones. He's probably going to hit it to the moon, Gwen. That's my reverse psychology.
Seems to go to left field a lot.
If this was a state championship game, now would be a great time to walk this batter. On deck for Johnston is a an eligible substitute, Harrison Kurth, likely the younger brother of another. And the throw from Heights gets past Lee and scores 2. Now batting number 33, Harrison Kurth.
What's Gwen called? Hit or error?
Error. He had to get off the back to catch it.
Fair enough.
Good call, Gwen.
I'm getting good at this.
It just took me a couple years.
So 2 runs score, but Gwen Burrell rules it an error on the third baseman. There's a strike from Hibbing. I'm racking my brain here. Who was the other Kurth we had tonight? Was that just in the first game?
He pitched the first game.
He pitched the first game, then
Dad, this is his first game.
he's been pulled, has he?
This is
Yeah.
his first game.
Good stop by Gray there. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down. Crew, you want to grab those binoculars and see what his nickname is on the back of his jersey?
On who?
Oh, I think it says Harry.
On who?
The batter here. Gwen, are you a big fan of... Yeah, it says Harry.
Yes, it's Harry.
Are you a big fan of Harry Styles?
I was when I was younger, but not really. Like the only song I know by him is "This Watermelon Sugar."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dad, it's his.
Okay.
But he's coming out, or I think he already came out with a new album.
So heading ahead in the count here again. 2 strikes, 1 ball, 2 outs, looking to strike out the side in the top of the 4th.
Dad, you said nickname, not last name.
Right. Gray setting up outside.
Isn't it supposed to be a last name?
It can be whatever.
So these jerseys seem to be their phone numbers.
Yeah. Johnston High School has a nice 9-hole, or Crew, is it an 18-hole Frisbee golf course around their school?
Yes. It was... No, it was 9 holes. It was 9 holes.
Hibbing strikes out the side, and we will go to the bottom of the 4th. Little Cyclones trail 12-7. for the Little Cyclones, number 25, Elliott Heights. Here we go, bottom of 4. Ames has progressively been scoring one more run per inning than they did the inning before, as of the last 2 innings. So if they can keep up that trend and score 5, we'll have ourselves a tie game. Heights tonight, ground out and a walk. Strike to Heights. You're awesome. Oh, and a rocket to left. That'll be well over the left fielder's head. It's going to roll all the way to the fence. Double by Heights. Brings up number 3, Abram Lee. So great job by Elliott there, a 2-bagger. And Abram Lee tonight 1 for 1 with a walk.
I thought you said Elliott Heights hit that. Oh, there's one under that. Oh.
On deck for the Little Cyclones, Jackson Meese. He's swinging the hottest stick on the team right now. Ball high. Heights going to go. And Heights is thrown out at third. Good idea. Just can't quite get her done. So Ames with our second, what did we talk about, Seth? 1 out. What did we talk about? Don't make the first and third out at third. Too bad there. Second thrown out base runner tonight. Not a common occurrence, I wouldn't say. Good cut there by Lee. Fouls it off. On deck, Jackson Meese. Bottom of the 4th, Little Cyclones trailed 12-7. Again, want to thank Matt Burrell, who's been here for 10 hours, 34 minutes today. Seth, what time did you get to the ballpark?
Not that early.
Seth Dorn here a long time, too. The difference is that Seth didn't have a tropical smoothie Bahama Mama, and Matt did. So that's how Matt's powering through.
Over 2 hours.
Hard hit ball by Lee. And that's going to get past the first baseman. Some error on that. And Lee aboard. Lee having a weird night at the plate. A single thrown out going to second, a walk, and then a hit by error. So Jackson Meese. Next up, number 9, Jackson Meese. Jackson Meese, 2 for 2, his last 3 at bats with a walk. The only hit in game 1 and one of 2 hits this game. Beautiful hit to center, but a nice catch by the center fielder. And Meese is out. Seeing the ball well, though, for sure, is Jackson Meese. Now batting number 23, Broden Gray. Gray with a 330-foot home run earlier today. You can rewatch that on Game Changer. Or by visiting YouTube and typing in 2029 Little Cyclones. 2029 Ames Little Cyclones. As Gray looks at a strike. So pretend it's Friday night, 7 o'clock, and you're thinking to yourself, should I watch a movie or should I go watch Ames Little Cyclone highlights? If you need to remember how to get there, type in 2029. You might say, well, Tim, it's 2026. Why would I type in 2029? That is the graduation year of me and Matt's kid. And something about all rights being reserved or whatever, so we just went with 2029. That's where we're going to park everything. Like a letter jacket. It's our own version of a letter jacket. Broden Gray with 2 strikes on him here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th. Little Cyclones trail by 5. Abram Lee stranded over there at first. Ball going to get away from the catcher, and Lee will advance to second. Let's just pretend Ames is going to win this game. They're going to look back on that moment right there where Lee advanced to second. And he took away the force out, and Gray is going to hit one right up the middle here, and it would have been an easy 3rd out, except now the middle infielder has to do some twisted throw to first, and Gray beats it out, and we go on to win the game.
Or that.
Or, passed ball, Gray walks, Lee to 3rd. Next up, number 4, Evan Gabrielson. So Broden Gray, 3 for 3 on base tonight. Hit by pitch and 2 walks. Good job by him. Six Little Cyclones have crossed the plate tonight. Jackson Meese has done it twice. They did give... Oh, yeah. I was going to say, I thought we only had 2 hits tonight. We got 3.
Abram Lee's gonna be
Abram Lee's going to be number 8, crew. 3 balls, no strikes.
and also
And a 4-pitch walked. Ooh. Ball high. Ball high to Gabrielson there. I have a theory that umpires, they try to help the pitcher out on a 3-0 count. And when they do, this is what happens. 2 straight strikes. And Gabrielson has a full count now.
I was also going to say, Abram might be the second, or he might be the,
Ball inside, and Gabrielson is going to walk. So that'll bring up the barrel. Now batting number 22, the barrel, Finn Burrell.
Dad. But Abram's about to be the second person who stepped on home plate 2 times.
There you go. There you go. I love it. Good job by Elliott. So we got bases loaded, 2 outs. You know, real big picture, this is a no-pressure spot. It's a varsity reserve game. But to the degree that winning is fun, this would be a great spot to rack up a few RBIs. Burrell, number 2 on the JV squad with 4 RBIs. You know, the NBA has a clutch player award. It's a fairly new award. And I would say Finn's pretty clutch.
I went over there to take the cameras out and he went, Glenda? Which I don't know how he saw me.
strike inside there. Good encouragement from Coach Metcalf at third. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Burrell is going to rocket one to right. Oh. And that was about 300 feet. And, oh, baby. That was 15 feet from being a grand slam. But the barrel does it. The boys tell Burrell down below, good hit. Are we calling it? That it? 12-7. Okay, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Have a great night. Thanks for following along. Remember, you can rewatch all these games by going to YouTube, typing in 2029 Ames Little Cyclones. It'll take you to all of them. Way better than any plans you have on a Friday night for a date, dinner out, movie. Thanks for watching. Thanks, Matt Burrell. Thanks, Seth Dorn. Good night.